So this is the game show of sobriety test. Here's the deal with weeding out the stoned. We have 5 players tonight. They are all stoned except for one. One of them has remained sober. The rest of them have smoked weed or taken an edible or more, I was told. Wow, isn't that a fun secret? So that's how it's going to be. We're going to play a bunch of sobriety test games. After each game, we'll poll the audience over the internet and here live on who we think is the highest. At some point, we'll eliminate a few people and whittle it down, and we'll try and leave the sober person left at the end of the show. How does that sound? We understand. It's the game show of sobriety test. Weeding out the stone. We're back here at SIP Studios in Jersey City, New Jersey. Gotta love it. So, like I said, one more time, menti.com, use the code 26095345, and you can play along. It says 7 p.m., but guess what? It's 8 p.m. So that's when we're started. That's when we decided to start this show. But yeah, it's our first time back in a month. We're excited to be back here. Why don't we, I've got some stuff to play along. You guys can play along with this. Here's our first question. Like I said, you can. We're just playing, getting used to the menti.com, the program. Just tell me who the biggest narc ever is. All right. This is what I've got up here. These are the people you can choose: Tucker Carlson, white people, Candace Owens, Metallica, or the U.S. government. Who's the biggest narc ever? All right, we're trying to find the sober narc tonight. So, yeah, you can vote on your phone who you think the biggest narc ever is. Metallica, 45% of the vote. Tucker Carlson, oh, man, now white people shot up, 52% now. Metallica, 24%. Tucker Carlson, 10%. The U.S. government, 10%. Basically the same person. Am I right? I'm right. Uncle Tucker Carlson. That's what I say. And Candace Owens down there at 5%. But white people for sure, and Metallica, again, you know, Metallica, they really threw it away with that Napster thing. You know, they could have been a legacy band, but instead they're some kind of monster. Is that a pun? It's not. It's a reference. So those are the biggest narc ever. White people for sure. We've got one more practice one. So, yeah, rank these weed strains. We'll rank them. We've got banana cake, wedding cake, animal cake, purple cake, and dream cake. These are all real. They're all of the cake variety. That's kind of the theme of the. But rank these weed strains. Let me know if you've had any of them. That would be fascinating. Wedding cake is the most common, right? Yeah, wedding cake is up there. I heard people have wedding cake. Banana cake is now up there. Whoa, purple cake people hate. They hate it. Wedding cake is the most popular weed strain. Ranked it up. Well, fantastic. That's how we use the program. You vote using your phone. You can often vote multiple times. Even when we're polling to see who we think is the highest player, you can vote 3 times during that. That's what I believe. So, yeah, that's how this goes. Wedding cake, definitely the most popular. So, yeah, these are the rules tonight. Every player tonight has smoked cannabis except for one. We're going to vote off who we think is high after roughly each game. And I think the first couple we'll just take a poll. We'll do practice games and stuff. But we're going to figure out the platform and stuff. We want everyone to understand the software. Menti.com. The code is 26095345. Play along at home from your phone. So those are the rules tonight. Follow the rules. Do we want to meet our players tonight? Why don't we do that? Yeah, get on up here. Get on up here. Come on up here. I give them a round of applause just like you're doing. Thank you so much for playing our, cruel and unusual sobriety test games. Where is everybody? Yeah, rock and roll. I love it. Here's a mic, by the way. Somebody take this from me. Fantastic. Yeah, figure out where you got to go. There's 5 stools up there. Even this is a test, all right? It may not be a game, but we are testing their sobriety right off the bat. Yeah, you're totally loud. Exactly. Let's meet our players one by one. There's an order to this. Josh. Give it up for Josh, everybody. Hell yeah, Josh. Is that mic on? There's a gray button at the bottom if it's not. Hold that or press that. Yeah,
Hi.
gray. It'll turn on in a second.
Hi, everybody.
Josh.
Hey. Hi, Alex.
What is
Thanks for
up,
having me.
Josh? Josh, yeah, how are you doing today?
I'm beautiful, man. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking. How do you think you're going to do tonight during the show?
Tony's looking at me. I'm feeling really weird right. I think I'm gonna do good though. I think I'm gonna come through. It's gonna be powerful, strong. I'm gonna be proud.
I love it. Be proud either way.
It's gonna be a parade at the end.
Thank you, Josh. That is fantastic. A parade. And Tony, we were referencing the loud guy. Pass that to Tony. Give it up for Tony, everybody. Clap it up for Tony.
Thank you. Hello, world.
Tony, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Do you have any strategy for tonight's games?
Well, you know, I'm just going to come at their hearts, just like Michael Jordan would do, and just be as merciless as possible to my competitors or whoever's out there. I'm coming for the crown. This is broadcast, right? The whole world is listening.
That's true. You're coming for him, too.
That's right. The whole world is watching.
Bold. Yeah.
So I'm looking to win.
All right, looking to win. I like that confidence. All right. Let's meet our next player, Jordan, everybody. Pass it to Jordan. Clap it up for Jordan.
Hello.
Jordan, what's up?
I am doing well. Yeah, I'm just hanging out here. I came to the show, and now I'm here in front of you guys, and I'm really excited to play along. I haven't been on a game show ever, so this is exciting to be on a game show.
Fantastic. Great stuff. Do you have any strategy? Have you watched game shows, actually? Is there a game show that you think might help you win this game tonight?
I've just worked my whole life to be able to answer questions, and today we will do that.
I see. Worked your whole life, yeah, to one day answer questions. I love it. Let's meet our next player, Steven, everybody. Clap it up for Steven.
What's up?
Steven, how's it going? What's going on?
Very excited to be here. I love trivia, I love games, and I'm ready to be the winner.
Hell yeah. Ooh, that's confidence right there.
It is.
What's your strategy tonight?
I don't know if I have a strategy. I spent my whole life answering questions no one asked. So I think this is what I'm meant to do.
All right, fantastic. Well, we'll be asking the questions tonight.
All right.
And our final player, give it up for Harry, everybody. Clap it up for Harry.
Yay. Excited to be here, and I want to win that car. So I'm excited. I think I could do it.
Hell yeah. And what's your strategy to get to that point?
My strategy, I'm probably going to use a lot of past tense and I'm going to do mistakes and things and try to throw people off so I can say either that I pretended to get high or I didn't get high. I'm going to try to throw some things in and then act like I may or may not be, though. I'm just very, I guess, I'm slow to begin with, kind of. So, or I'm doing this on purpose to throw people off. You don't know. I'm going to try to throw people off the scent. That's my strategy. And
Pretty
that's a
good.
decent picture of me. I'm glad you guys used that one. I've seen some bad ones.
You look great. You look great. You look great today. We should have taken a photo today. Yeah, but great strategy, too. I love that. Planting seeds. You never know what's going on in my brain. Give it up for all our players, right? Give it up for them. So we've met them. We've got to hear a little bit about who they are and what their strategy is tonight. But we want to really dive in a little. Let's do a practice game. We're doing a game called In Name Only. The way this game works is I just introduced all of them by their God-given name, their Christian name, their American birth certificate name. Well, I assume it could be a stage name. But I gave all their names. But I want to hear what their nickname is. Sometimes when a guy is like, hey, this is Hippie Dave, you're like, Hippie Dave probably smokes weed. So I want to know what their nickname is. What do people call you on the street? And we'll make our judgments on whether we think you might be high or not based on your nickname. This is in name only. How does that sound? Steven, why don't you start us off?
My nickname on the streets? Bubba. It's an inside joke where it's a neighbor I used to have in Florida. This kid with an eye patch, 3 years old, and a stroller pushed by his grandfather. And we didn't know his name for months until we found out his name was Trevor. And every time he would walk by, he would wave. Like, we would see him through the window, and we'd be like, hey, they're a Bubba. But there was no real dialogue happening. It's just having a one-way pretend conversation with this eye patch baby in a stroller with his grandfather pushing him down the street. So then I took the name on as Trevor Bubba. And then I'm just like, hi, Bubba, to random people and dogs who don't talk back because they're dogs. But yeah, so dogs call me Bubba, and people who aren't conversing with me call me baby in my mind. So I'm Bubba. That's it.
Jeez, I can't believe you can go into that quickly. What is it, baby? I can't do it. Oh, man. Interesting. Well, there you go. Pass that down. Josh, this is in name only. Tell us your nickname.
I don't have one. What am I supposed to do now?
What do you want people to call you?
Well, actually, you know what? Last night I was on a show, and there was another comic, and his name was Josh, and he called me Josh Dubs. But I swear, this just happened last night, so I don't feel like it's a real nickname because it hasn't caught on yet. But but I think J Dubs is cool, and also like I don't want to brag, but it was a black comic, which makes it cooler. So I was like, hell yeah, people should start calling me J Dubs. So I hope that sticks now that we've aired that out here.
J Dubs, I like J Dubs. J Dubs is gonna catch on. I
All right,
feel
let's do it
for sure. Harry,
People started calling me Mr. Entertainment in wrestling, though. I was doing a wrestling thing, and my nickname became Mr. Entertainment. But I also got called Loose Meats was what a nickname. That's the more interesting story. Because I was doing keto, right? And so you can't have bread. So I would just go to, like, if I was in a rush one time, I went to a deli before this podcast I was doing. I just ordered meats from the deli, right? And I took those with me to eat those as, like, my lunch. And they're like, my friend Andre was like, yo, bro, why are you eating so many loose meats? And then he just started calling me Loose Meats Harry from that point, which is not a proper term. They're just deli meats. All deli meats are technically loose until you put them in a sandwich.
that's true.
I'd like to point that out.
Loose Meats. I know that sounds like that already caught on though. Pretty good. Mr. Entertainment though. What a name. Jordan, this is in name only. Tell us your nickname.
When I was in middle school, people were trying to like nickname generate themselves. So they were like the first letter of your first name and then your last name with a Z at the end is usually your nickname. So then I went by Jay Freeze, and that was like my Twitter name. And nobody in real life called me that. Until I got to college and people followed me on Twitter and they were like, oh, Jay Freeze. But then there was another kid on my campus that went by Jay Freeze. So then we had to fight it out to the death.
There were 2 Jay Freezes?
Yeah.
Where'd you go to college? Antarctica? Like, why?
Exactly. I had to throw him into the Antarctic volcano at my college. Antarctica U.
Jay Freeze. I love it. And Tony, this is in name only. For their nicknames, tell us your nickname.
I'm known to some as Dipped in Caramel.
Dipped in caramel.
That's right.
That was
I've gotten cards that say dipped in for short.
wow.
So dipped in.
Dipped
That's
in.
right, dipped in. Like dipped in caramel.
You said that so sultry, you know, like
Because it means a lot to me.
it was a close guarded secret.
If my auntie's watching right now, Auntie Meech, if you're watching right now, I got your Christmas card, and right on the bottom, or right on the top, it says, "Don't you touch me, you." you know, nickname man. The top says dipped in. So thank you, Auntie Meech.
Dipped in. I love it. Well, that was in name only. That's how this show works. We ask them a question. We see what's going on in their brains. You know, if they can even handle the idea of having a nickname. I don't know if any of those nicknames essentially made them sound like a total stoner. Although I can tell our audience members are trying to figure it out. But we're gonna play our next game, and then we will take a vote. Our next game is a classic. It's 30-second explanation. We know that stoners, they've got all sorts of crazy thoughts going on in their brains. They're often out in outer space. We're going to see if they can stay on track, giving us, their train of thought, all right? So I'm going to ask each of them, I'm going to give them an explain this prompt. They have exactly 30 seconds to explain that prompt. No more, no less. So I'll tell you when your time is up, and I just want you to explain that prompt as coherently as possible, and we'll see if we can figure out who we think is stoned or who we think is sober based on that. How's that sound? This is 30-second explanation. Yeah. Right on. So, who wants to go first? Who's got a mic? Josh, you do?
Yeah, okay.
Josh, you want to go first?
Yeah, just talk for 30 seconds. That's what I got to do.
You understand.
Yeah.
That's the most coherent thought we've heard so far. All right. Josh, for 30 seconds exactly, explain what a philosopher is.
Man, a philosopher is somebody who explores the deeper meanings of life, existence, and everything else. They're really boring at parties. Like you'll be having a good time. Maybe you're like hanging out by the keg, because it's a good location because you can just keep refilling your beer. But then they come over and they want to tell you why like life is meaningless. And so I feel like philosophers are people who are basically like wasting their whole time on Earth. But a philosopher will tell you that everyone's wasting their time on Earth, so it's like it's all even Steven to them.
Time. There you go. Josh, everybody, give it up for that. Don't run into a philosopher at a party. That's what I'm hearing. Buzzkill indeed. Pass that down either way. You choose. Next.
Loose meat.
Loose meats.
Catching on.
Yeah. All right, Harry. LM Harry. Are you ready to play this game?
I am.
All right, there's a 30-second explanation. For 30 seconds exactly,
Okay.
explain who your favorite singer-songwriter is.
Oh, okay. So that's got to be Paul McCartney from the Beatles, which is an easy choice because I mean it's a Beatle, right? So it's seems kind of lame that I just picked the greatest. Who's your choice? I don't know. One of the best guys. You think Freddie Mercury? Yeah, Freddie's good. I like Freddie, but Paul McCartney's put out more stuff. So it's like it's a lame choice in the sense of it's the best in the world, but that it reminds me of like the Yankees because the Yankees, I think someone said like, who are we gonna get for first base? They go, how about the best player who does it? And it's like takes all the fun out of it, like the mystery of like, man, how are we gonna build up this team? Let's go. What openings we have? Let's just throw a bunch of money at it. But Paul McCartney has nothing to do with that. He's a good man who contributes a lot to charity.
Time. All right, there you go. Harry, everybody. Yeah.
I'd also like to state that Paul McCartney is a philosopher.
Yeah. Boring guy. Yes, total buzzkill. Yeah, great stuff, Harry. Fantastic. Josh, pass that mic. Or Tony, Steven, why don't you go? Steven, are you ready to play this game?
Let's do it.
Hell yeah. Steven, for 30 seconds exactly, explain where to get the best slice of pizza.
Well, I can tell you where not to get the best slice. New Jersey. Wow. All right. I'm the newest person in Jersey, and let me tell you, as a fresh mind and fresh opinion, that will get me murdered. Jersey pizza is trash. Yikes. Yeah, Raza excluded. No one cares about Raza, but wow. I think everyone here has an allergy to grease. I don't know. Grease is an important ingredient to pizza. You can get that in New York. They say it's to water, but I think it's to grease. Grease is made of water, probably, but I don't know. But, yeah, I'm very disappointed. Helen, you go to a pizza place named Helen's Pizza here?
Time. Nah, their pizza's not bomb. But hey, all of New Jersey. But yeah, Steven, everybody, clap it up for him. Yeah. I know, making enemies and they still applaud.
Yeah.
That's crazy, Steve.
I wish I'd gotten that one because I have answered.
What is your answer, real quick? Mr. Entertainment, tell us.
Ben's in Hoboken.
Oh, there you go.
It's
All
Ben's,
right.
right, baby? It's Ben's? Yeah, that's a good one. That's the best slice I've had anywhere. Anyway.
Bam. All right. Recommendations. Ben and Helen need to meet. You know what I mean? We need to get that couple together, right? Meet somewhere in the middle. That would be fine. Jordan, are you Jordan, are you ready to play this game?
Yes.
Are you sure? No.
Yes.
All right, Jordan, for 30 seconds exactly, explain the difference between New York City and Los Angeles.
New York City is where people go quicker. Los Angeles, you get stuck in traffic all day. New York, people know how to whip around and get the shortcuts. We ride the subways because we're not lame like Los Angeles. They're too scared of the trains. They're like, oh, that shit doesn't go anywhere. It's not actually usable, blah, 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 blah. But, yeah, Jersey to New York, Long Island to New York, the Hudson Valley to New York, that's way better than Los Angeles. I'm not trying to say why New York is better than Los Angeles. I'm supposed to be saying the difference. But you could read between the lines there.
Time. Jordan, everybody. There you go. I love thinking about, what's better about New York than Los Angeles? Long Island. Obviously. The LIRR. Great stuff, Jordan. All right. Tony, are you ready to play this game?
Yes, sir.
All right. For 30 seconds exactly, in just 30 seconds, explain how to achieve your goals. Go.
So how do you achieve your goals? First, you got to write them down on a notebook as a marble, right? A marble-style notebook. And then before you even write your dreams down, you got to write your name on the marble-style notebook. So that just in case and you lose your dreams, you have your name and you have your contact information on your marble-style notebook. And then you write goals in big letters. They have to be all capitalized, goals. And then you put a number 1.
Time. Okay, great. Yes, there you go. That was great. I love how goals became dreams, became goals again. That was awesome. Marble style notebook. That's so good. Give it up for all our players, right? Give them a big round of applause. They deserve it. Fantastic stuff. But we are going to vote for who we think is the highest. We're just taking a poll this time. I'm not going to eliminate somebody yet, but we probably will the next game. So vote. You can vote up to 3. Tony, going last in the last game can sometimes be problematic for you. But everybody, even you guys can vote. Go to menti.com, 2609-5345. If you're watching at home, you can vote as well. Tony and Steven have the most votes. Tony, why don't you defend yourself? Get on that microphone and defend yourself. Get on the mic. Get on the mic. Steven has more votes now, though.
Hold on. This is crazy. This is outrageous. Keep on voting for Steven or Jordan.
Oh, wow.
Let's go, y'all. Get me out of here.
Oh, my gosh.
Right, yeah.
Pass that to Steven. Pass that to Steven.
No, to everybody that's my family in Maryland and everybody in New York, vote for Steven. I'm not high one.
Steven,
I don't know what they're trying to
defend yourself.
The allegations are crazy.
Oh, no, you're the highest. Is that how I do it?
Yeah.
I accuse someone else of being the because I lose if I'm the highest.
Theoretically,
Look, he doesn't even know where he's at.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen,
No.
I rest my case.
I'm having a Biden moment. I am so sorry. I have no idea where I am. OMG.
Yeah, the pizza.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you own a pizza shop? Sure. Josh, I'll give Josh a try.
Next to Helen's
Wink.
and the other one.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's put it this way. I think Steven, then Tony, then Jordan, you guys are on the hot seat the most, all right? If we were eliminating 3 people this round, you guys would be eliminated. Don't worry. We're testing out how this works. You know, we want everyone to understand and vote properly. Like I said, you can vote up to 3 times and then hit submit. That's in the future. If you only selected 1 and then hit submit, you can vote for 3. Just to let you know. But we're going to move on to our next game, and then we will be eliminating somebody, and they go to jail for the rest of their lives. This is a show about drugs. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. They're obviously, they're going to go to a diner or something. Anyway, but actually our next game is a game we're testing for the very first time, and it is interactive. So you guys can submit your own prompts, all right? So this is something we're calling a hippie by any other name. And this is, we want you guys to create a new slang term for potheads, you know, for stoners, a new slang term, all right? So this is something you would call somebody who smokes weed, and we want you to just give us a new slang term for pothead. There should be a prompt on your phone, and anybody can do this, you know, like feel free to go to menti.com and plug in the code 2609-5345, and then you can give us a prompt. You might be able to give multiple prompts. I'm pretty sure you can. That's how it's going to work. Tell us, what do you call somebody that smokes marijuana, that smokes cannabis, that smokes weed, pot, dank, the kush, birthday cake, wedding cake? You know how these things are. I want to see some of these slang terms. Here's what we got. NJ Pizza Rules, Slug Brain, Your Highness. I like these. There's a Danny McBride movie named Your Highness. Shampoos. So yeah, there we go. We got some great ones. Fantastic. So Steven, why don't you start us off? I want you to just pick one of these slang terms and tell us why that person is so bad. You know, just use it in a sentence for us, essentially.
Pick the worst one.
Pick one and then use it for a sentence for us. You know, one of these new slang terms. All right.
All right, Your Highness. Use it in a sentence.
Yeah.
All right, Your Highness. It's when you're the king of the world because you are fucking high.
That sounds like a
Yes.
definition. I want to,
Hello, Your Highness. How are you today? Oh, hi? Oh. Well, that explains the name.
I love it. Fantastic. That's great. Yeah, give it up. Give it up for Steven. All right. Like I said, there's a new game. Josh, you understand this game? So we have a bunch of new slang terms. Use one of those in a sentence. You know the definition. It's somebody that smokes marijuana.
Oh, man. Have you seen Grubard lately, man? He was so high, he had a real case of the shampoos.
All right. I love it. Fantastic. All right, Harry, choose one of these. Use it in a sentence. These new slang terms for pothead.
That guy was so high, he was a Dankosaurus.
Dankosaurus.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's the highest dinosaur there is. We all know this.
Perfect. Jordan, grab one of these and use it in a sentence.
Our friend fell asleep in the soil. Good old green sprouts.
Good old green sprouts. I love it. And Tony, why don't you finish this off here? Hard to choose.
There's a glare. There's a glare on the shit. That's
Oh,
what
you want me to
fucking
read some off?
Sorry. I hate. No, I got it. Man, I hate when it's late night and these telemarketers keep on calling.
Getting all those telemarketer calls at 4:20 p.m. 4:20 a.m. for sure. I love telemarketers. Yeah, they're probably all baked. Yeah, some of these are great. Sanctified, yeah, Green Thumbgineer, those are great. Dingle Knot, who doesn't want to? Start using these out in the world. That's what I say. Give it up for our players. Fantastic. So you guys know how this works. Like I said, you can vote up to 3 times and then hit submit. If you're looking at it there on the internet, on your phone, go to menti.com. Use the code 2609-5345. We've seen several games so far. We've seen a bunch of their personalities. We know something about them. Tony's definitely getting some votes. Oh, but Steven's back up there. It's definitely between Tony and Steven again. They're back and forth, back and forth. You guys should defend yourselves. Defend yourselves again. I know it's tough.
It's not me, I swear.
It's definitely Steven.
No, it's not.
It's Steven.
No,
Keep on voting,
you guys.
Steven. Yo,
I need this.
how y'all doing me like
I
this?
need a win.
What I do to y'all?
It was a rough no-nut November.
What I do to y'all? It's tied. It's tied. They both are gonna.
my God.
It is
Let's
time.
go, Steven. Come on, Steven.
I'll tell you what.
Come on,
If
Steven.
it's
Do we have to fist fight?
if it stays tied, we'll kill. Oh, Steven.
Oh, shit.
I was gonna say if it stays tied, we kick the bucket down the road and we eliminate 2 the next time.
Stop
Ooh.
the
That's how
steal.
it goes.
Stop the steal. Stop the counting.
Yeah, that's what they pretty much did. This is democracy in the 21st century, ladies and gentlemen.
Rigged election.
Yeah.
That was a really bad Donald Trump impression. I apologize. Wow.
All the Trump.
Josh
Biden
should have way
reference.
more votes. I'm just saying, Josh should have way more votes. I don't know why Josh only have 4.
One more.
understand.
Come on.
Well, there you go. I don't know, Steven. It's looking like it's gonna be you, man. I think you guys clap
That's
it
it.
up
It's a
for
wrap.
Steven, everybody. Give it up for Steven. But Steven, you are eliminated. That is. Thank you so much. Have a sticker. Grab a sticker or something.
would-
Definitely, please. Thank you so much.
Alex, I would like to point out he spent the entire show with a weed pen in his hand. By the way,
Maybe that's what did
I
it.
mean, I didn't want to say anything for like the first 20 minutes because I didn't want to ruin it, but I'm surprised that did not come up. I mean, it was in his hand the entire time.
Maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's what did it.
That's
him
what got
that
my
last
vote. I mean,
Maybe that's that last vote. So we're gonna do another game. Give it up for our players that are still in this, right? Give it up for them. And our next game is another game where you guys give us some prompts, even over the internet. It's called Interrogation. You can just ask a player a direct question. If it's not directed specifically at any one person, I'll just kind of pick somebody for it. But like, ask a direct question. You can ask them, "Are you stoned?" You can ask, "What's your favorite ice cream?" You can ask, "What are you doing with that? What's in that water bottle?" You can ask anything. You can ask them their social security number. Really ask them anything. They have to think on their feet and answer a direct question. All right, think about it as like the cop is just pulling you over and just by the side of the road. Hey, what's your name? Kind of thing. So,
can I vote for you? As the highest
I'm
person?
obviously high.
Oh, okay. I didn't
you
know because
I've been high forever. So no. So yeah, this is interrogation. Ask a direct question. Yeah, feel free to type those in using your phone. Go to menti.com. 2609-5345 is the code. And yeah, feel free to ask a direct question. It could be to somebody, or I'll just pick somebody to answer it, and we'll just see them think on their feet. And this is where you can really get. Okay, great. So who's got a mic? Harry, where were you on January 6th?
Oh, wow. Well, technically, I should have been with my family because I think that's Armenian Christmas. So that's been ruined. I'm trying to remember where I was. I was probably in California with my girlfriend. No, wait, we lived together. When did January 6th was which year now? This was
Last
just
year.
Last year, right?
Yeah.
Oh, then I was definitely home. I don't remember where I saw it. I don't remember where I was, which is a suspicious alibi. Unfortunately, I literally, because I have HDD, do not remember. But I should have been spending it with my family because I believe it's Armenian Christmas.
Yeah, great answer.
And I am half Armenian.
Great answer. But suspicious as well. Okay. Pass that down. I guess, Josh, are you ready to go? It's when's the last time you had sex?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Bam.
Yeah, man, I'm doing all right. Actually, Actually, I had a really bad year sex-wise. I really wasn't having a lot of sex this year. But then, like, I met someone recently, and we had sex a couple of times. So, I'm trying to end the year on a mediocre sex run.
Hell yeah. Well, the question was just about
I
your
hope she's
the
not
last
watching, because I'm probably not going to have any more sex with her if she's watching right now.
Well, don't worry.
If she is, vote for Tony.
There you go. Great stuff, Josh. Tony, what's your favorite type of sock?
Oh, I like the 3/4. The 3/4 sock. The three-quarter sock with a heel. You know what I'm saying? Anything that has a nice little heel on I'm down for. And if it has like a toe, that means it's expensive. Why is socks so expensive?
I don't know, man. The question for the ages. Yeah, that it. Jordan. Oh, Jordan, I think, Jordan, question's for you. What's the highest you ever got?
I probably was the highest I've ever gotten at a music festival because I was crossed between mushrooms and marijuana, which made me the perfect high.
Now that was suspicious. The way you said that. Sultry and suspicious. All right. Harry, what's wrong with the Ducks?
The hockey team?
I
guess
think
would
so.
be
Ducks is
the
capitalized.
power play. If not, in the ones in the pond by North Bergen where I live are nice. They're nice. There's nothing wrong with them. Although they shit all over the place, which is kind of. Oh, that's the geese. The Ducks clearly do some of their shitting. Where do they shit then? If it's not also. But outside the hockey team, I think they need to work on their power play. The Ducks in North Bergen Park. Attitude a little bit, gratitude, show a little bit of more appreciation that they get to live in a metropolitan area that was built for them.
Beautiful. There you go. Take that to heart, Ducks. Josh, who hurt you?
This woman I had sex with 2 weeks ago.
That wasn't the question. You don't have to answer that.
Thank you.
Tony, explain creation from the perspective of a religion different from your own. Different than your own. Explain creation from the perspective of a religion different than your own. I can repeat it.
One more time, Alex.
Explain creation from the perspective of a religion different than your own.
All right.
You want me to say it differently? Explain creation from the okay.
Hold the mic.
Oh, all right.
What was the question again?
Explain creation from the perspective of a religion different than your own. Hell yeah. Well, there you go. Give it up for Tony, everybody. That was impressive. Now imagine he was doing that for a real cop. Just imagine that at any given time. Let's see. What's our next question here? Jordan, what color are your nipples?
They're usually a dark reddish color. Unless I have tanned a little bit, then they turn a little bit purpler.
Great answer. Harry, how come Kanye is so proud of himself?
Oh man, because of the color of his nipples. I don't know. He's proud of himself because he's really good at making music, and so he thinks that makes him good at other stuff. But it turns out that's not true at all, and also apparently makes you anti-Semitic, like really anti-Semitic, where you say anti-Semitic things that even other anti-Semitic people are like, "Hey, we don't say that out loud in public." So he thinks he's better. The question was, why does he think? Why is he so proud of himself?
Yeah,
I mean, he's great at music, or at least he was. He's not great at making those goofy ass alien space sneakers that people love. I don't like them. But I don't know. That would be my answer. He's good at music, but he thinks that makes him good at everything else. Yeah.
Great answer. Great answer. Josh, do you think you're funny? Getting the hard ones.
Follow me on Instagram. My handle is Josh Ain't Funny.
Oh, wow.
And that's true.
That's true.
Very good. And a good plug. See, very impressive. Tony, if I dig a 6-inch hole, what should I put in it?
Oh, you put a little water.
All right, great. And Jordan, biggest regret in life?
Ooh. My biggest regret in life is not working harder in the past.
There you go. And I think this is our last one. Oh, no, we got a few. Harry, why are socks so expensive? Let's run through some of these.
I mean, I think people put too much value on their feet, you know? Like, it's the same reason sneakers are expensive. It's the same reason karate's big now. MMA has become because people like kicking. I'm trying to find a funny answer. So this is either that I'm really high or I'm desperately trying to ad-lib into something really good. I'm not a socks guy, so I don't get why people. I buy the pack. I go by quantity at like Marshalls. I'll grab a. So to me, I don't like goofy colored socks, but that's the way I am. Although, what am I wearing today? They're striped. All right, that's not that goofy. All right, that's it. That's about as goofy as I get.
There you go. Josh, what's the most you've spent on a pair of shoes?
Oh man, what a boring question. Can I get like a second Kanye question?
Here, I can give you a different question.
$100, you know?
All right.
Wow.
Here, everybody can answer this question. Why not? And Josh, why don't you start? Yeah, what living celebrity would you like to meet?
Oh, wow. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Nice. Tony,
Yeah.
what living celebrity would you like to meet?
Oh shit. I don't really like to meet none of these motherfuckers. I don't fuck them all.
There you go. Great. Jordan, what living celebrity would you like to meet?
Lakeith Stanfield.
Celebrity? Okay, no, I don't
What
know
is
who
that?
that is. I just don't know. And Harry, what living celebrity would you like to meet?
Probably Kanye West. I think. I think we got a lot of stuff to talk about. You might have a shot. I might, yeah. I mean,
Oh, there you go.
that's true.
Well, here, we are giving up for all our players, right? And you guys, we're going to vote somebody off. Here, that's how this goes. If you want to defend yourself at any time and you have a mic, the last question I think I just got in at the end was, why is Jersey the best place in the world? So you could definitely get some extra credit, I think. Jordan, you've got the most votes. You might want to defend yourself. Jordan, you've got 4 votes. Tony, Josh, Harry. Oh, my God, Josh now. Josh has the most votes.
This is a lot harder when they don't have a pipe on stage in front of them.
Yeah, right.
This has gotten trickier.
There is no weed on stage right now. I mean, there might be. I don't know. Yeah. Josh, you might want to defend yourself.
I mean, Stone Cold Steve Austin, man. You know, like fucking, he's cool. Like,
I don't have to like Josh. Yo, hit
I feel
Josh's
like-
button.
I feel like I gave the most precise answers that a cop would love to hear. Although maybe if I did the celebrity one again, it should be like a famous cop.
Oh,
What's
man.
a famous cop?
Dog the bounty
I was
hunter.
They
gonna
gon'
say
they
Turner
gonna
and
vote me
Newton.
off the
Yeah.
island.
Or,
Yo, hit the blue. Hit the
Oh.
blue. Hit the blue. Hit the blue.
Tony
Yo,
and Josh. And, yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah, exactly. You might want to
Somebody,
figure this out.
somebody get my phone, slide into my DMs, send them this.
Oh, you didn't bring your phone up here, Tony?
Need by the way, it's water in the bottle.
Oh, there you go.
No one.
No, it's
no
not
one
water. That's vodka. I can smell it.
All right. I don't
you
know.
drink vodka because it doesn't smell on your. They say on your breath or whatever.
That's what. Yeah, that's what they say.
Fucking exposed.
Is that what they say?
Look, guys, pizza in New Jersey is really fucking good. It's better than New York. Look, the average Jersey slice, hear me out, is better than the average New York City slice because New York City has so many garbage dollar spots. It brings their average down. So Jersey's average slice is better than New York City's average slice.
Mathematics, y'all. That's mathematics.
Wow, incredible.
So are we? It was a tie. So
I
we
know
go
it is
kicking
a
into the
tie.
next
I'd
round.
love
Rock,
to.
paper,
I guess
scissors?
so, but
Next round.
Yeah. There you go.
Or should we just get naked?
Well,
and wrestle.
I mean, we're already asking about nipple color. I thought we were going to see Jordan's nipples.
I was gonna.
I thought he was gonna take it off.
Show, don't tell, you know?
Well, here, yeah, okay. So the next round is a picture round, and so I only have 3 pictures. So I am thinking about, but you know what?
So
I think
rock,
it'll be
paper,
okay. You know what? It'll be all right. It doesn't
We
matter
go rock,
too much.
paper,
You both
scissors, rock.
stay into the next round. We'll eliminate 2
All right.
after that. But 2 of you will, and Tony and Josh, you got to do the same photo. All right? It's going to be hard.
What?
It's going to be so hard. No, I'm kidding. It'll be fine.
All right.
But I was like, can I add a photo in real fast? So yeah, our next game is going to be. So you guys do hang out to the next round. Give it up for all of them that stayed in this. They lasted. Oh my God, incredible. Our next game is Potent Poems. All right, Potent Poems. Here's the deal. We know that stoners, they tend to be, connected with nature. They're very creative and artsy. So I'm going to give each of them a photo on the screen, and I want them to be inspired and recite a poem, make up a poem that inspires you from this photo. So you'll see a photo of nature, and I want you to feel inspired and then recite a poem based on that photo and that feeling that you get. And we'll see who we think is stoned or not based on who can be the most beautiful poet in the world. How does that sound? You guys understand? So just freestyle a poem about this photo. So how does, Jordan and Harry, why don't you guys go first? Jordan, you can go first. Somebody give Jordan a mic. Jordan, can you see the TV?
Yes.
All right. So be inspired by this photo from nature. All right? Be inspired. Oh, doesn't it hit you? Right in the spot? Be inspired. Tell us how does that make you feel? Recite a poem.
People think I'm garbage. I am what I eat. I wear sunglasses because I found them, not because they're my fashion sense. I look around the neighborhood and I say, none of you guys lived here 7 weeks ago, but I lived here. I am the raccoon, and I will be here long after you.
Beautiful, beautiful,
Nice.
beautiful stuff. Fantastic. Def Poetry Tram, here you come. Tony, you guys have to do the same one. Harry, you're next. All right.
Here we go.
Harry, be inspired by this photo from nature. Oh, beautiful.
When I read the paper, I wonder who the real vulture is. Is it me, 'cause I'm literally a vulture? Or is it you, for doing what I do, but metaphorically? I live in nature, and I do what I do to survive. That's it. That's a poem.
Beautiful.
That's a poem.
Satire, even.
I did not close that out humorously strong.
Truth to power, though, and I love that. Yeah, it is. It's just gory. All right, now the battle. All right,
Poem
this is a photo. So, who's gonna go first? I feel like Josh. I'm gonna make. You know what? You were ahead before Tony caught up. So Tony, I'm gonna make you go first, and Josh, you have to follow Tony. Be inspired. But it's you're different people. You'll be inspired in different ways. Tony, be inspired. Be inspired by this photo from nature.
Does the world see this photo? The world seeing this photo, right? All right. This is wild. Is that miss or is that piss? I don't know. What's coming out that rhino? Man, I'm out. Hold on, let me start over. Is that miss or is that piss? Well, I don't know what's coming out this rhino.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, Tony. I love it. I believe that was titled "Wow, This Is Wild." All right, Josh.
Okay. Here we go. All right. Don't judge me by my kinks. Don't judge me by what I do under the sheets. Don't judge me by what I do in my bed. My sexual pleasure shouldn't be in your head. Yeah, so what? I like a little pee. That doesn't mean there's something wrong with me. If you got a problem with that, you need to flee. And that is what I call kink poetry.
Whoa! Rhymed as well. That was unreal. That deserves a mic drop. But these are pricey.
That was the highest poem I've ever heard.
Hell yeah. Give it up for these guys. Give it up for all of them. I'll take this off your photo. Would you guys get back in positions? That'd be great if you don't mind. just for the cameras and stuff like that. But you know how this goes. You can vote for up to 3 people on your phone. Go to menti.com, plug in the code 2609-5345. Vote for who you think is the highest. We're eliminating 2 no matter what. It doesn't matter, who gets the highest, but those highest 2 are getting eliminated. That's how it goes. It's Josh and Tony so far. Josh, you're definitely getting the most. Which player is the highest? You want to defend yourself?
I think that my poem was beautiful. I think that maybe as a poet, I'm ahead of my time. I think you condemn me today for my words, but tomorrow you'll respect me. I will be lauded with, respect like Kanye used to be. And then I'll know my limit, and I won't get into like the anti-Semitic part. Like I'm gonna rise, but I'm gonna stop at George Bush doesn't care about black people. You know what I'm saying? Like that was kind of Kanye's peak. Can we agree on that?
That was the peak. I thought that was the rise. Very interesting. Jordan, you have an extra vote actually. And we're gonna eliminate 2. If you should defend yourself real fast.
I am at sea level right now. The fact that this man has now been voted off the island is a travesty. I don't want to sell my fellow teammates out, but
Are we a team?
this man couldn't get through his poem.
Are we a team?
Yeah, I don't know if you're a team. Well, there you go. I think, guys, I do think Josh and Jordan, I think you guys are eliminated. And then we'll move on to our final game. Give it up for Josh. Give it up for Jordan, everybody. Hell yeah. Fuck the police he goes out on. Very interesting. What a decision. And clap it up for our final 2 players, Harry and Tony.
Hey.
What's going on, y'all?
Unbelievable. They've made it this far.
Yep.
We are going to move on to our final game. We know that stoners, they tend to have like performance anxiety. They have stage fright, in a certain way. This next game is called Sing Off. I'm going to ask each of our players to sing anything for 30 seconds.
What?
Anything. So this is basically a memory test, essentially. But try to get through it. We'll see what they choose. That's an interesting quality of whether they're stoned or not. We'll see how well they can remember the lyrics of the song that I will remind you they chose. So we'll see if they can recite those lyrics. And we'll see if they just end up making up lyrics. Sometimes that can be a telltale of who's stoned and who's not as well. We'll see how I'll be honest with you. We've done this game a lot. People have total nervous breakdowns. All right, that's how it works. Just like most of our final games. This is Sing Off. Just sing anything for 30 seconds. Prove that you don't have any stage fright. Prove that you don't have a stoner's poor memory. And prove that you can pick a song that is going to convince everybody that you're sober and not stoned. This is Sing Off. Do either of you prefer to go first? I feel like Tony's been on the hot seat, so Harry, it's your choice.
My choice to go. Whether
You
I
go
wanna
first or second?
I'd rather go second.
All right, Tony, you're up first then. This is Sing Off. And whenever you start singing, I'll start your time.
And I love you, Nelly, I need you. Baby, I love you. I do. And it's more than you ever know. More, it's for sure. You can always count on my love forevermore. I met this girl, she just lived right up the block from me, and now she got the hots from me, the finest thing I'd ever seen. But oh no, oh, she got a man and a son, though. Oh, but that's okay. Yes, I play my position like a shortstop.
Time. Give it up for Tony. Holy fuck. Hell yes. That was 40 seconds, by the way. Extra credit.
Oh man.
Interesting stuff. Yeah. So there you go. Second's not looking so good now, Harry.
Oh jeez. Yeah.
No, I don't know. You see what you have to be. There's a lot to mine out here. Figure out how you want to play
actual
it.
singing competition because I'm terrible.
Not necessarily.
At that part.
It's
Okay.
more mind games.
Okay. Okay.
Whenever you're ready, I'll begin your time.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy. You can sing along. I guess you can't. Nobody loves me because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to me.
Time.
Wow.
Hey, give it up for Harry.
I'm as surprised.
beautiful.
I'm as surprised about that as anybody.
That was incredible.
I did not thank you.
Great stuff, guys. Give it up for the two of them, Tony and Harry. They did great.
That was
Sing Off. You know how this goes. We're
Yeah.
gonna vote off our final player, and leave the person we think is sober up here. So get on your phones, vote for who you think is the highest. Go to menti.com. Use the code 2609 5345. Yeah, Harry, you should also defend yourself. I feel like you haven't gotten a chance this whole time.
yeah.
You've been kind of a front
I mean,
runner.
look, I have ADD.
Who voted for Steven? What kind of shit is this?
Yeah, this system is fraudulent.
This is what I'm talking about.
a
This is what happened when you voted Kanye. This is what you did.
And also 9/11 was an inside job. If I could just piggyback on what he was saying.
Hold up.
Come
Come on, world. Let's go, world. What's going on,
Wait.
world?
You know, I was supposed to defend myself, but I think Tony's been doing a better job of.
I was thinking that as well.
But I have ADD. Oh, I said that part already. I have ADD, and I seem spacey when I'm not using products. So, if that
Products?
helps, I mean, I
Like-
don't know whatever you want to call it, anything.
Like Olay? Like what you
No, a hair product? No. Yeah, I do use. I use pomade, a lot of pomade. That's not a brand though. That's just a thing.
They just put it in a container. Fucking.
What do you use
$2.99.
if we're just getting into it? Might as
I
well.
put
I
put
mean,
a
you
little
know.
I put a little thing of like a dime shape of conditioner out the shower.
Okay, and you just put that in your hair as hair gel though?
Yep. And it looks shiny throughout the day.
I
and
feel
it's
like that
ooh,
wouldn't keep it strong.
You don't know.
Okay, that's true.
Well, there you go, guys. I think
Hold on. There's more time, right? You said 24 hours.
24 hours.
Wait, what now?
What
now?
That's your shampoo. That's how long
Tony's
that
got
lasts.
another filibuster to do.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, clap it up for Tony. But Tony, you've got the most votes. I believe you are eliminated. Give it up for Tony, guys. And clap it up for Harry. He's the final person on stage.
Woo!
My God.
I will be honest, I still do not fully understand the rules of the game show that I just won.
That's very true. But you did win it. You understand that?
I do,
Yeah. There you go. Harry, tell us what we all want to know. Are you, in fact, sober right now, or are you stoned?
I am not sober. I had an edible. I forget how I timed it, but I definitely had an edible. Baby, what time did I take that edible? You're back there. You could tell me. 2 hours ago.
Oh, that's still kicking, right?
Oh, yeah. No, it's good. It's still good. I feel like the best is yet to come.
Oh, hell yeah. There you go.
I'm going to get a gyro after this.
Oh, man, you got to keep that meat loose, man. No PETA. That's what I would do if I were you. Well, we do got to know, though, so we were fooled by Harry. Harry did last to the end. He convinced us that he was a sober person, but somebody was sober. Where is that sober person? Come back up here. Get back up here, sober person.
Oh, for real?
Where are you? Get on that mic, yeah, and tell us what happened. What happened? It was Josh.
So
Josh.
I want to be a pothead, but no, I do. I love stoner. I like stoner movies, stoner music. I like having the munchies, ice cream, and all that shit. But pot gives me anxiety.
Me too, man. That's the best part.
Oh, you just keep doing
That's
it?
the part I like.
So I don't smoke it anymore, but like I
You should do edibles.
oh man, last time I did an edible, it was during the scary part of the pandemic, so it's probably
Oh,
why. But I
shit.
was really scared. I was like, I did a.
How many
was gonna say
times
I
have
did
you
a
done
pandemic.
edibles, though?
2 times in my life.
Oh, both. Don't. That's my girlfriend saying don't do it.
Yeah, thanks for the good advice. The only honest person and the only honest voice.
That's why I'm with her.
That's beautiful. Well, Josh, you do you, man. Don't be peer pressured into anything. Thank you for being here. Give it up for Josh. I don't know what happened there, why they eliminated you. But you guys were awesome. Give it up for all our players. They were all fantastic. If you guys want to keep in touch with Weeding Out the Stone, we've got some QR codes up here. We've got upcoming shows. We'll be back here at Sip Studios in Jersey City. Follow their calendar, sipstudiosjc.com for all their shows. They're an awesome space. Go to our link tree, weedingoutthestoned.com for anything, at weedingoutthestoned on all social media stuff. I'm posting clips on YouTube a bunch, so please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll be, live streaming on that YouTube channel. So that's the best place to really subscribe or connect or whatever. Also, Weeding Out the Stoned is funny, I hope, but prohibition isn't. Join the fight to legalize America at normal.com, normal.org. Normal, the National Organization for the Reformation of Marijuana Legislation. They're the best. They've been really good to us. I'm a card-carrying member myself because, legalize it. Everybody knows what that means. Legalize it. Shrooms. No. Okay. Shrooms next. No, but weed. They've got this awesome new logo. They're 51 years old. Normal. They're actually getting it done.
You should do the show with shrooms, but no sober person.
I'll be honest. We've done it. Okay. Tonight. Anyway. So, but you guys are the best. So that's our show. Weeding Out the Stone. Give it up one more time for everybody. They were fucking awesome. I'm Alex Grubard. We'll see you next time. Move along. Show's over.